Alright, welcome to Metal Moments with Moss, Week 2. So, this week we're going to be talking about a band that's very close to my heart during our review segment. Velvet Revolver, which is made up primarily of ex-Guns N' Roses members and one ex-Stone Temple Pilots member. Talking about Scott Weiland, or at least he was before he dropped out. Now, this week's review is specifically going to be for Contraband. Don't remember which album this is, first or second. I think it's the second. But anyway,
I'm pretty sure it's the first.
Whatever, it's my favorite. It's got one of my favorite songs on it, and before we do our review, I'm going to play with the sample. This is Slither, track 11.
If it decides to work. You get the...
Alright, that was Slither, the chorus specifically. My favorite song off the album, other than Do It For The Kids.
Yeah, me too.
Now,
show you a picture of the album.
Where is
I don't know where you put that.
I
I don't actually have the album.
But I do at home.
He does at his house.
But it's only on my phone, so...
Yeah.
This is the album cover, specifically for the uncensored version. The only good one, quite frankly. Now... First, I don't know the song order, so we'll just review the best songs, because I don't have a track listing. Favorite song off the album?
Slither.
I was going to say Do It For The Kids, but okay. It's Slither.
Well, then I should start.
Fine, start.
Fine. Slither, I like the song. Definitely shows that Slash is really made to do during the solo. You know, he really comes out with the wah and all the... Just, it's an amazing solo. I like the riff because it's a fast-paced riff. Keeps you going, keeps you wanting more. It's sort of like what we talked about last week with Cyanide, how it's a very repetitive riff. Because I tried to play it, and it's just the same thing on different strings and in a different...
Combination.
Yeah. But at least it's a good riff. So yeah. Our famous out of 5 ratings, I give it a 4.5.
Now, what I said last week about Cyanide, how it's repetitive, annoying, too much wah, 2 out of 3 of those qualities are shown in that song. Repetitive, and a little bit too much wah.
Well...
A little bit. You can't...
No, I wanna just jump in. I don't think there's too much wah. I think Slash is a very experienced guitar player. I think he would know if wah is getting a little too much.
I think so too, but I also think that sometimes artists go overboard. But anyway, I don't think that's such a bad thing on this song, because he only uses it during the solo and it makes it sound flashier, which is what we said Hammett does on most of his good songs last week. Now, this song, repetitive, I think so. It does repeat itself very often, but with different variations. So, sometimes it's...
For example,
in the beginning it's played in power chords, and
then
through
it's played,
octaves, then it's an octave up, then during the chorus, and just it's so cool the way that they do this. And I actually know for a fact that this song was a last cut kind of thing. They wrote it while they were auditioning singers, and Slash had to pitch the riff 3 times before it got put on the album. So, I think that it's a good thing he pushed so hard, and I want to rate this song 4. Now,
do you think we're ever going to get a 5 rating?
I do, just don't know when it's going to come out. Now, the next song we're going to review is my favorite, and it is called Do It For The Kids. Now, in case Dan doesn't know this song, because he doesn't know the names of the song, remember this one?
Yep.
Now, this song, it's basically Stone Temple Pilots with a solo. That's all I gotta say. And you know what? That's not a bad thing.
Well,
it's not a long song, but it's a really good song. And overall, it's screaming, but it's still it's calm, and I want to give it a 4.5.
Well,
I don't give that 5 rating very easily. Unlike some people.
well, I don't give 5 ratings.
You would if I did, and you know it.
No, probably not. Well, anyway, I don't want us to run out of time. I give that song, the song, the beginning, like the first minute, maybe, reminds me a lot like Nirvana. It sounds very like grunge,
Stone
very
Temple
angry.
Pilots.
Well, okay.
Stone Temple Pilots is angry grudge. That's their thing.
I would have to disagree on that, but that could be segment 2, right there.
Maybe, I don't know.
Alright, well, a little spoiler happening. But
Maybe.
it's definitely very angry, very pissed off, and I like that type of music. Especially when we're talking about bands like this. This is not common for them. I don't really... I've listened to a lot of their songs, and I don't think... And they don't really get very angry like that. Like, if you listen to their songs, you'll understand what I mean. But I give this song a 4.
Alright, next song we're going to listen to is Dirty Little Thing, in case you don't remember this song.
Yeah.
Once again, very grunge-esque.
Esque.
Whereas he mixes Scott Weiland's grunge sound from STP. You know what?
Scott Weiland's on this album?
He's the singer.
I thought you said he quit, though.
He quit after this album, or maybe he quit after Libertad, whichever one's the second one he quit.
Libertad's the second.
Fine, they're looking for a new singer right now because he quit after their last album.
Oh, okay.
So, you know what? I'm going to change this episode structure a little bit because Dan is obviously going to have a hard time remembering the next 2 songs. I'm going to rate the album as a whole now, which is something we're not going to do very often, but I think it's necessary.
Because I was at his house the other day, and we
listened to segments, but he didn't listen to the whole song.
But we listened to, like, pretty much all the albums that we're going to be doing over the first season.
Right. But anyway, so this album is a mix of STP and GNR. Like, as I said, they mix the members, and there's a new touch on the rhythm guitar, which I thought was cool. You gotta really listen to hear it, but it's there. He added the fuzz, Scott Weiland added the fuzz to the guitars, and Slash added the screaming to the vocals. And together, although that doesn't make sense because it's backwards, you'll understand what I mean when you listen to the respective bands they're from, and then that band. You'll understand that it's very awesome. And I do recommend listening to this album. I would give the album as a whole 4.86. I went very specific there. Your turn.
If I give it 4.87, will you punch me?
Probably not.
What about 4.8? Well,
Just
whatever.
go.
Enough logistics.
Just say I agree, higher or lower. How about that? Just so I don't have to hit you.
Fine. I agree. I actually didn't know that Scott Weiland brought stuff to the guitar and Slash brought it to the vocals. But when you do listen to it, it does sound very good. I give this album, what do you give it, 4.86?
Yeah.
4.87, Bob.
Bob, okay.
No, from like The Price is Right, when they do like $1 up.
Alright,
You know,
30-second
If you didn't
throwdown.
get that joke, I want you to stop watching.
30-second throwdown time. It's my turn.
Oh, it's his turn. And if you've watched any of my cover videos, you'll know why I'm not a fan of this particular throwdown.
This week I'm throwing down Dan's guitar. Put me on the clock. I'll give you my timer.
You know what? I want to hold it because
No.
you're gonna
No.
hurt it.
Alright, press start and say go.
All right, go.
Alright, this is a Gibson SG, 2008 I believe.
Well, no, it's just made in 2008. It's
2008 Gibson SG.
It's not 2008. It's like
Whatever.
2001.
Pickups are loose, 22 frets, fixed bridge. No trem, no 24th fret, loose neck pickup. $750. My Ibanez, $350. No loose pickup, trem bridge, 24 frets. Period. My Ibanez, which is half the price, is better than this thing. And overall, I do not like
Time.
it. Oh, I just finished in time. It's his guitar. Ah,
That was 30-second throwdown.
yeah.
I'm gonna cry again.
Alright, now, let's check our time.